What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Monday afternoon to all of you guys. We had a very productive early show. We went over each and every one of these 11 games. We don't have CFL to worry about. We don't have WNBA to worry about. We're focused solely on baseball, but we're also focused on Miami because we're going to Miami and we're doing it hard. Diplomat Beach Resort for 7 days. Whale Capper, Parlay Poppy, Donnie Rightside, DJ Big Boss, Drew Martin. And we've already got guys booked. We got Dom Ricci booked, sharing a room with our guy Elio, top set. We have Ulysses Hayes booked. Carlos Perosh and his cheesy balls booked. Ricky March booked. Von Polo booked. Just to name a few. And we're so excited about that. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Jonathan Succi, Pink Eye Genie, Walla Dose, Deer Slayer Ski, Vinny Cornell in the house. See Dom, there's Barry Cohen. Barry Cohen, it has been a while. Nice to see you rolling with us once again. We got 400. We got Joey Yvang, Anil Frank. There's Ulysses Hayes. There's the guy. There's Dean Williams. Beautiful. Says, my man got off work early so I can help out today. I love that. 400s on Yankees money line. Yankees, Twins over 11. Diamondbacks, Reds, Cardinals, Astros. That will be a copy and paster. Our guy 400, see what he's on. We're going to go over lots of different cappers action. We have not got a taint play today yet, but it's Monday and he's relaxing. There's Von Polo, like I'm talking about right there. Eric Jones ready to go. There's Stooch. MVP Sports Picks in the house. Hope he's coming to Miami to party with us. Warwind 440 says, what up? Still love this show. Thank you for joining us. Warwind. There's Ron Crawford. Man, Ron Crawford's spreadsheet plays are off the chains right now. Christopher Smith ready to go. Von Poe said, I missed the early show. I was sleeping. Had an amazing weekend. Made over 10 grand in boxing and UFC. Wow, Von Polo. Perfect. You're ready for Miami. You're ready to party. That's huge. What a giant weekend. Great work. Robbie Tops. Rod Zawacki. Terrell Goodman, Alex Ramirez, Paco Healy representing San Diego, Optimus Prime, the bartender, Harry Dubitsky, Russell Gordy. There's Top Set. Want to party with Top Set? Come down to Miami. EJV, Murphy Jr., Rich G, Coco Pongo. Coco Pongo has a new play that he's called 2 in the pink, 1 in the stick. I got to say that as fast as possible so some people won't know what I'm talking about. And his play today is Cleveland run line, and I'm on it, although I did bet it on the -1 line, but I took it here on the run line. I did end up betting it on the -1 line. I told you guys I was going to do that, and I ended up doing that. There's Pink Eye Genie. Man, this guy is just, he does so much for society. Not only is he capping, putting dollars in people's pockets, but he's also spreading pink eye awareness. Ready to go. Guru Sports Bets, ready to go. Says Pac-Man took it down this weekend. Great fight. It was. Sadly, I lost on my $150 plus 256 parlay. I tied him to Hernandez in MMA, and Hernandez won that fight and looked bad, but still won it. Looked bad, but still won it. JP ready to go. E Fresh ready to go. Anthony Mastronardi ready to go. So let's get to work. So, and there's King U about business and Capper John. Beautiful. Capper John ready to go as well. Okay. So Capper John, we need you to come down to Miami. All right. So that's what's up. We are also now on podcasts, available wherever podcasts can be found. Also, the Beat the Bag. We have three-day tourney of Saratoga. The first are the next 2 Saturdays, and then we're going to hit the final one will be on the final day of the meet, the final Saturday of the meet. $1,000 up for grabs, free to enter. I'm going to give the quickly here. I'll just hit you guys with the, maybe I'll wait till we get the form out, but don't forget, join us. MVP Sportsbook says, if my job doesn't give me time off, I'll quit. MVP Sportsbook's also liking Twins game over. And Diesel June said, yeah, Pac-Man cost me too, Jimmy. Yeah, disappointing. There's our guy, Big Ragu. Catch the Boss and the Sauce right after this show. They're breaking down another magazine tonight. Boss and the Sauce. If you want to hang out with Boss and the Sauce, got to come to Miami. They'll both be there, and they're going live on Saturday, the Boss and the Sauce show. And Capper John says, working on it. Love it. Okay, so we have big action today. 11 games. We've already touched on all of them, and I've made some bets. We have more work to do on these games. Check out the lineups. Check out market moves. But we also have Dave L.A. Long time he's been gone from our show. I mean, he's always in our chat, handing out, being a big part of our community. But now we get him live. So Dave LA will be coming to us live on this spot. Coco Bongo says Sportsbook killed the UFC pretty much the whole weekend, actually. That doesn't surprise me. Sports Keg, the truth. Let's get to work. Let's start with Red Sox Rays. Let's pull up the lineups. Let's pull up the market moves. Red Sox Rays was a play that I stayed away from because I want Tampa Bay. I want to jump on Tampa Bay, but I don't want to battle a line move here. Let's see what Pinnacle did. Pinnacle, just like Bet Online, Pinnacle opened it. The Boston Red Sox at minus 110. They're now at minus 128. If you'd say, well, that means the Rays have value. Sure, the Rays have value. I just don't believe I'm going to hit over 54% going against these line moves, and it's something that I've stopped doing. Let's check out these lineups. For the Red Sox, Betts, Devers, Bogarts, Martinez, Vasquez, Benintendi, Travis, Bradley Jr., Hernandez. I mean, I look at that lineup and think, God, that bottom half of it is weak, and I want to fade them. I'm not going to, though. Jalen Beeks on the hill, getting an actual start. Darno, Pham, Meadows, Diaz, Garcia, Brosseau, Adames, Zunino, Heredia, and I'm staying off of it. I'm staying off. Jamal Stone says, why won't SBR allow you to do afternoon show out there this weekend? You mean like in Saratoga or something like that? I take the weekends to drink heavily. And regroup, my guy Jamal. But there's talks, and there's some new stuff coming out that we are so close to announcing. So there's some changes and new stuff happening that I'm so close to announcing, and we will be announcing it soon. Ron Lofton says, yep, Sportscat got me 5-0 in MMA Saturday. That's beautiful. Christopher Comentini says, fade Erod. And Deer Slayer Ski says, Sportscat went 9-1 UFC Saturday. Unbelievable. And Alex Ramirez on the Astros run line and Diamondbacks run line. Spidey's plays of the day. I'm telling you, I told you I was going to wait. Now, this is, again, I'm going against the market move, but to me, it's a little different when you're taking a big dog. Wow, some money's coming back on the A's. Damn. I guess I sort of missed it. I could have got plus 250 and not anymore. The best I can get is a plus 240 5 times. I will be going up against you. I will. I just think there's too much value. There's just too much value on this A's team at this point. JP says declaration of war on Wednesday at Delmar. The most important spot to me is tomorrow night. I'll be talking about it all day tomorrow. I'm on Amy's Flatter to win the second jewel of the Canadian Triple Crown tomorrow night at Fort Erie, across the bridge from Buffalo. Amy's Flatter will go off at like, I don't know, probably down to 2-1. I think you get a little over 2-1. Morning line 2.5-1. Amy's Flatter is going to win the Prince of Wales Stakes, and I'm going to be hammering it. Well, I should say hammering. I'll be putting about $100 on it, at least $100. Jamal Stone said viewership would be through the roof, especially when football starts. Well, that's what I'll tell you, Jamal. There's some stuff going on about that, but we'll talk more about that. If there is a huge need for weekend action, I could take a day off of the week and do more weekend action. We'll talk about that. Russell Gordy says big dogs going down. Top Set says Jimmy is dating the liquor store clerk. As you know, 19 deaths from tainted alcohol in Costa Rica, but you don't need to worry. I'm 39. I don't drink the Kamchatka and Taka. I drink the good stuff. Well, not really, but I drink Jameson. Max would say you don't drink the good stuff because, Max is a Maxwell Smart, great bourbon drinker. But I drink JMO, and I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. Okay, let's keep rolling. So, I saw somebody say something about the Raves, that they were going to back the Rays. Did I miss that here? I thought I said Sox Rays is a no-go for me. I thought I read somebody was going to back the Rays, but I missed it. Okay, I missed it. I would take them. I would take the Rays if there wasn't this big giant market move. I'm not going to do that. And Bookie Lover Q saying no Josh James for Astros bullpen tonight. There's going to be no Liam Hendricks for the A's bullpen. We'll talk about that more. Paco Healy says, Capper John says, you're 39, Jimmy. Yes, I am, Capper John. 39 years old, man. 39. I won't make cock wrinkles jokes, but I got them in my head. Okay. And Bigger Goose says, Jimmy, keep shipping in the Irish stuff. That's what I was going to do. No worries about that. There's Joseph Gomez. Dean Williams is on the under. Why don't we take a quick look at what's going on with that total? Because I only gave you guys the money line there. Money lines in totals here in that Tampa Bay game. Opened at 9, now at 8.5. I get it. Look, I don't want to go over all. Oh, Barry Cohen said Gurus on the Jays. That's what I thought. Right above my Gurus on the Jays. Thank you for the heads up there. Yeah, Walla Walla Dose. We could talk about that. I mean, Fridays are a big day. You probably want to move like a Monday, get a Monday off or something like that. But we could talk about that Walla Walla Dose. If there was a real need for you guys for a weekend show, we could talk about all that stuff. Barry Cohen is on the over. We broke down how good Rodriguez has looked since the All-Star break. 3 runs in 13 and a third. We talked about Red Sox being 5 for 5 since the All-Star break. Talked about Rodriguez 0 for 2 with 7.11 ERA and 4 starts at Tropicana Field. I don't know how much we should put into that. Kiermaier out with that thumb injury. They're not going to need surgery on. Beeks has looked good against the Red Sox. Rod Swag said, I'm taking Rays money line, Jimmy. Great value, and Boston's still the worst team to bet in Major League Baseball. Christopher Smith liking Tampa Bay. Look, I get it, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but we've done much better in MLB over the last 2 months. I should say I have done much better the last 2 months, and it's just because I'm not getting in the way of these situations, And DFS today says, please not Freddie. Yes, I hear you, DFS today. But Freddie Fortune is making an appearance on today's shows. Okay. And Guru Sports on Rays. Yeah, Rays and Indy run line might play today. I like it, Guru. Let's move on to this Rockies Nationals. This is and the bartender. Let's see what the bartender, Q Wilson says, you get a hooker group rate. Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. Come down to Costa Rica. And of course, yes. I know exactly where to take you. And they're very good to me there. And it's called Tango India. I'll let you know. I'll help. I send them a box of body wash each month. I get them to really suds up, take pictures, and then I arrive, ready to go, drunk. Okay. Dave Berkey in the house. AM says Rays if Kiermaier out, Boston if Kiermaier. And Kiermaier's out for 10 to 15 days, AM. You're not going to be seeing Kiermaier in the lineup at all. There's Matt Randall. Says, glad to finally be able to make some of the afternoon show. Matt Randall in the house. The star of the Taint Play of the Day, ready to get to work with us. And we're going to have Dave L.A. rocking with us, too. Top Set said, if SBR would let you get tips, we could solve that Saturday show with ease. No, I don't want tips from you guys. I want the money in your pocket to grow. That's what I want. And Coco Bongo saying, hooker Groupon, no need, man. I'm, it's like that place where everybody knows your name. It's like Cheers, but it's Tango India. All right, Justin Grammer liking the Cubs. We're going to get to that. Vegas Lawrence is all big favorites in tennis, but I really like Team Vervev, Kuzmova. I get it. And Matt Randall says Rockies for the taint. Okay, there we go. Rockies for the taint, says Matt Randall. Matt Randall rocking with Peter Lambert, 2-1, 6.06 ERA, 1.4 whip. For a whip, but he's had really tough situations. This might be a little bit easier for you. There's Gerardo Hernandez. There's Brian Phillips saying, go Rockies. I'm off of this spot with the Rockies. I could understand. I just feel like with Lambert and Fetty, it's just like the volatility's through the roof. Who do you trust? And really, you trust no one. Let's take a quick look at what we're getting with market moves. Washington. So money's coming back in on Washington. So Washington opened at minus 160. They were in the high 140s in the morning show. Now it's minus 150, minus 153 at Bookmaker, 151 at Pinnacle. This total is down to 10.5 at some books, but noticeably, Pinnacle still hanging the 11. Viper MB says weekends are for sleuths and cocaine. The sleuths I vouch for. I'm just a ganja smoker. I'm an old guy, man. I take it very easy. I just drink and smoke. That's all I do, and that's all I want to vouch for. Anything else? Von Polo said, I wish we could have name tags when we get to Miami. We can. If you guys really want to do that, we can. Russell Gordy said, Jimmy, pay attention to those tennis picks. Money while you sleep. Trust us. I feel you. And we could, I like I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch all these games. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to be, sweating with no shirt on, pumping my fists, smashing shit. And that's how I like to do it. I like to watch sports I bet on. And I don't enjoy the tailing side of things, but I can understand it. And I hear what you're saying. Okay, let's keep rolling. Rockies, Nationals. Why don't we take a look at lineups right now? Rockies, Nationals. Here we go. Blackman, Story, Dahl, Arenado, Murphy, McMahon, Tapia, Iannetta, Lambert. For the Nats, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Adams, Dozier, Robles, Gomez, and Fetty. Look, I don't trust Lambert at all. And I don't trust Fetty at all. And I don't want to take Fetty as a big favorite. And Ulysses Hayes liking Colorado. And 400 saying, yeah, tennis being clutch. I respect that. I feel. Barry Cohen says, Jimmy, when you come into New Jersey, if Miami's a huge success, then we'll decide what's the next spot, what's the next stop. Barry Cohen liking the Nats. And Guru Sports Bet says, I almost had no plays. Difficult card for sure. All right, so I'm not making the move on Rockies Nationals. I just don't see, there's no trust factor. I'm not going to put my money on either of these bums. Ulysses Hayes says no bullpen for Washington. Russell Gordon says I don't trust Fetty and over. I can understand the over. I can definitely understand the over here. Definitely understand the over. Let's say 10 miles per hour out to right center. Do we still have rain? Light rain? Let me see if we have light rain. I guess, the faster we get into these bullpens, probably the better. Let's go to baseball data quickly. Let's take a look at if the weather has changed at all from the last time I looked. Here we go. And possible light rain throughout. Possible light rain. It's not too humid, so it won't weigh down the ball too much. Yeah, you know what? I like the over. I like the over. Kuiper John says some late movement on the Nats over. AM saying Lambert junk. I agree. I like the over. I guess I could get sold on the over. I like seeing Bookmaker now as the last book. All the other books have moved it back up to 11. Bookmaker still hanging at 10.5. So is UWager. That makes sense to me. The taint play of the day is on the Rockies. We've got Matt Randall in the chat as we speak. Okay, I could do this. I could jump on the over here. Both bullpens are trash. There's going to be rain stopping and starting the game. I could see this. 400 saying Nationals Rockies over actually sounds legit. Christopher Comte says over sounds good. Both pens are solid. And we're still getting a 10.5 at 2 books. That being Bookmaker and UWager. I'm going to grab it at Bookmaker here. Over 10.5 at minus 115. Over 10.5 at minus 115. That makes sense to me. I don't trust either of these guys. Okay, that's my first addition to the card. Russell Gordy says Nats bats asleep in Atlanta. Be careful. They are coming home, and I don't have any faith in Lambert. There's my guy, Bookie Lover Q. There's my guy, Dimitrios Davos in the house. The Pens are trash, Chris. The Pens are just trash. And you might get to them earlier with the rain breaks. Farshad Asami says it's 11 now. Let's take a quick look at it. Sorry, here. Let me go back to it. I've already locked mine in. But no Bookmaker still hanging. UWager and Bookmaker still hanging the 10.5, but everywhere else is 11. All right. Let's keep rolling along. So, Cardinals Pirates. Here's a move I do want to make. Now, I don't trust Ponce de Leon at all. Not at all. And I know Trevor Williams has been very bad. And we talked about why he's been bad. He was injured, so he comes back, and then he has the birth of a child, and then he has the All-Star break, and then he comes back and he has the flu. The routine is just gone. But I still believe in him enough. Jim Rome's saying Blackman 5-for-5 with a dinger. Blackman is rolling. I still believe in him enough to take him at home against Ponce de Leon. I really, really do. Let's check first half, and that's all I want him is first half. Kobe Williams liking the Yankees is the best play on the card. First half, money line. I just trust Trevor Williams. And I'm going to get a plus line here at Bookmaker, plus 102. There's been a 5-cent move towards the Cardinals. That's not enough to scare me off. And Farshad Asami saying it's 11 in my book. Yeah, I feel you. And there's Bobby Lee Swagger in the house. Long-time username used to be D Hall. Okay, dope. Okay, beautiful. Bobby Lee Swagger. I like it. Thank you for joining us. I remember you, D Hall. Thank you for coming back in action. And thank you. Yeah, it's been nice. Everybody saw what happened to me last year. It was horrifyingly embarrassing. Still, it's not like baseball's not going that good right now. We're kind of back. Do you want to throw up in the baseball record if you got a second round? We're moving in the right direction, I should say. We're moving in the right direction. But I was plus unit. I've had one day. Can you believe in 2019 I've had one day in plus units? Absolutely ridiculous. And Bookie Lover Q saying Washington game, heavy rain tonight. See, I've got light rain. But the faster we get to these bullpens is great. And Jeff Murillo says Jimmy doesn't get the shooter reference for Bob Lee Swagger. You're right. I don't get the shooter reference. You're right. Let's see what I'm missing here. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I get it. I didn't. Because I don't watch any fiction. That's why you guys like me, man. You want me sitting here telling tales of what my favorite sitcom is? No. I drink heavy and I watch sports, and that's it. Okay, Buck Nasty's giving a shout out to DJ Big Boss. That video you did, Descartes was hilarious. It was hilarious. Okay, so in saying that, I can understand why someone would take the over in this spot. I could, but I'm not going to do that. I truly think that Trevor Williams can have an okay start here at home, and I'm going to back that by taking the Pirates on the first 5. I would love to hear what Twatty Latte would be doing on this game. First 5 plus 102, and that is available at, sorry, let's go quickly. I think it was Bookmaker. Bookmaker. All right, so we've added 2 plays. Don Reach says, I have a sneaky feeling Twins get to CC in this game. Twins getting healthy. They're in a pretty much must-win spot. JP saying, how about Gooch tickling? And Topset says, and we appreciate that, Jimmy. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Okay, let's keep rolling. So I've just added Pirates first 5. And I've also added the over 10.5 in Rockies Nationals tonight. Now, Indians was a play I went hard on in the morning. I took the Indians first 5 minus half, minus 120, and I took them on the run line minus 1.5, minus 110. It was a spot I believed in, and it was a spot that I hammered. Let's see what we're getting. Full game on the minus 110 here. It's now minus 115. It's the best you can get. Beat that by 5 cents. I'll take it. And the first 5 is now minus 135. So I beat that by 15 cents. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice beating. Now, Murphy Jr., yeah, I can get that for you. Yes, I have a couple specials that came out in the great country of Canada. So yes, I can hook you up with that. Okay, there's Shadow. Sweet. Says, cheers, all just checking in. Can only listen. Good weekend betting. Taking Pac-Man and Montreal money line. Sure helped. Health not too good. Shadow, sending you love. Everybody right now, please send energy to our guy, Shadow, whom we love dearly. Thank you so much for checking in, and your strength is so inspiring, and we know that you are going to continue this battle towards victory. Shadow, our guy, OG low bagger. Please, everybody, send him some love and thoughts and strength. I'm also Baraki. To me, this is a very tough spot. Who cares? The Indians are hitting 241, 721 OPS for lefties. Those numbers have actually improved. But who cares? Baraki, he throws 3 innings in rookie ball, 4 innings in high A. It doesn't allow a run. But then he has 2 starts in Buffalo, and he gets destroyed. 4 home runs allowed in 11 innings, 6 earned runs. So, yeah, you can say, sure, he's got a 3 ERA over 18 innings at 3 levels in his rehab starts. But I just put a line through single A and high A. Come on. You know, Nut Flush on says, sorry I'm late, being super busy, Caden, trying to learn how to surf and just got finished booking our room. And flights! Yes! Nut Flush is in! Kristen and I roll in on Wednesday. There it is. Nut Flush Allen and Kristen are coming to Miami. Oh, man, that is so exciting. Paco Healy is saying, anyone heard from Vegas Gun? Yes, I stay in touch with Tom and Lily as much as possible. And Vegas Gun has just gone through a bunch of radiation treatments, and it's taken a lot out of him. He's still capping, never stop him from capping. And so, Vegas Gun, Shadow, these guys are such inspirations to all of us. And if you get a chance, Vegas Gun is on Twitter. Just send him a little message, tell him that you're thinking about him, that we're all thinking about him, and just what an incredible man he is. So, yes, Vegas Gun just finished some more radiation treatments, and they took a lot out of him. He's in tough shape right now. So he could use all of our love and our thoughts. So thank you for asking about that, Paco Healy. That means so much. Okay. Top Sets is okay. Very strange here. Scouts on the under and leaning White Sox first 5. Says Nova's faced Savages at home last 4 starts. Good game for him to get a W. I agree with that, but there's been a huge move towards the Marlins, and I almost took the first 5 under. I came very close, but Trevor Richards got me off of it. And Shadow says, I'll be back. Thanks all. Just getting the tune-up. There's our guy. And that's the kind of, it's just, these guys are so inspiring, their strength. Anytime that we get dealt very difficult situations because of Vegas Gun and Shadow, we can't fucking wallow in self-pity and go, oh, poor me. We got to stand up and fight just like these guys have. They lead by example. Okay, so I'm on the Indians and very confident in the Indians. I just think Rockies in a very difficult spot. Let's take a look at these lineups. Lindor, Mercado, Santana, Luplo, Ramirez, Kipnis, Perez, Bowers, Naquin. Against the Jays, Sogard, Galvis, Gurriel, Kevin Biggio, Guerrero Jr., Smoke, Grichuk, Jansen, McKinney. McKinney has a bum. Viper MB is on the Nova K props, my only bet. Joe Anisi's on the Miami Marlins. And Daryl Lyles on Chicago White Sox, Miami full game under. Well, is that the next game on the docket? It's not. We're going to talk about that game because I actually made that bet in the contest, in the Big Boss contest, but I haven't made it an official play here, and I haven't bet. Deer Slayer Ski says Indians all day. Flick My Bick says yes, Indians roll tonight. And DJ Big Boss asking Paco Healy if he's coming to Miami. Okay, let's keep rolling, man. I'm so excited. Enough Flush is coming. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Top says I don't care about line movement. What scout who says he knows Nova and Marlins well? No, I agree with you. Look, we know that your scout's been absolutely destroying. Absolutely destroying. So I agree with you. I'm on the first 5 under 5 at -125 in Reds Brewers. That was going away throughout the day. Let's quickly see here. And remember, in 18 minutes, we're going to be joined by Dave LA. So I just want to quickly touch on each of these games. So Reds Brewers here. I'm on that first 5 under. If I jumped on it now, where is it? Cincinnati, Milwaukee. Only 4.5's on the board. That's what I wanted. Now my 5 is juiced. At -125, my 5 is juiced. So, Nut Flush Allen, I'm very excited to hear what you have to say about this Giants game. You don't need to do it yet because we're going to be talking about that game shortly, but very excited. We'll take a quick look at what's going on in this market move and take a look at these pictures quickly. Coco Bongo says, I need Jimmy to give me pep talks in the morning. Coco Bongo, man, I'm telling you, you roll with Vegas Gun and Shadow, and that's all the inspiration needed. Now, morning pep talks are helpful. I don't doubt that. Okay. John Jr. saying Marlins first 5. We're going to get to that game here quickly. Let's just look at full game market moves here because I came close to making a move on the full game. I'm not now. I think I got a nice line on the 5. And in the show, there were only 3 books hanging the 5. And I was like, man, I'm sure Bet365 isn't hanging. It was hanging the 5. So I also bet the 5 at -125. Okay. Bobby Lee Swagger says, jealous of your Miami trip. Low bagger is going to be a best. Salute. You're right, Bobby Lee. And wish you could roll with us. And you still maybe can. Oh, Rod Zawacki, 10-star play of the day. Gray over 6.5 Ks at +110. Wow. Murphy Jr. says, what's more likely? Brewers first 5. Or first 5 under. The question is, do you trust Sonny Gray? Because he's beaten these Brewers 3 straight times. And Russell Gordy is a little concerned. See if he could beat him 4 straight times. And that concern is completely legitimate. Lamont Williams, max bet Yankees full game under and loves the Houston run line. Very, very interesting. Don Ricci took Rockies in the series +225 and Cubs full game at -112. And Guru, all these guys who are coming to Miami are going to be on the show live. Trust me, all these guys, we're going to have a complete list of cappers who are going to on each and every show live. You know it. It's a great idea. Guru, I don't know if we're going to be by poolside because we need all the equipment inside, but we'll be doing a ton of shit. But good call, Guru. Flick My Pick just said just hopped on Rockies and Reds first 5 for a unit apiece. More picks to add, but that's my action so far on this card. I like it. And Jeff Murillo saying Yanks game probably getting rained out. Flood warning over here. Wow, interesting. Wow, I did not know that was in a danger spot as well. Okay, so let's keep rolling because we're going to have Dave LA joining us in just 10 short minutes. So next up is that Marlins White Sox spot. Well, let's look at the line movement and then decide maybe if we should make a move. Still hard to trust either bullpen, although I would trust that other. Oh, and top sets on Pirates first 5 team total over 2 +100. Scout tail, perfect because I'm on the Pirates first 5, and that correlates with my action. Liam Sullivan took Luis Castillo to win Cy Young +1,500. I mean, you're getting a great value for a pitcher who's been spectacular. And if he can somehow will the Reds into the playoffs, cash it. Nonflush Allen says, I will be taking the over in tonight's game, Giants game. Couple of low-scoring games coming back from Colorado, facing a few good pitchers. It's time for runs tonight. That will be a copy and paster from our San Francisco Giants expert, Nutflush Allen, who, if you want to party with them, got to come to Miami. I'm so happy you're going. Thank you so much for going, Nutflush, man. What a treat it will be to party. Okay, and Paco Healy says, what's my biggest play of the night? Interesting. Let me see what RotoWire has for the weather in that Yankees game. It's got, wow. Oh, because it's in Minnesota. What am I saying? Wow, flood warning, because it's got 0% rain, RotoWire. That's wild. Jeff Murillo says, my bad. Okay. Oh, thought they were home. Okay, good. Murphy Jr. said, Jimmy, will you be doing the live show from Miami and streaming it on YouTube? Yes, Murphy Jr. We're doing the live show twice every day. We're going to have all these cappers who are down live on it. We're going to have a live audience. Also going to be doing the Audible on Tuesday, Friday. Also going to be doing Boston. I mean, I won't be on the Boston Sauce, but I'll be in the audience for Boston the Sauce. We're going to have that show on Saturday as well. No worries, Jeff Murillo. All good. Dean Williams talking about that over in the Giants game. We are going to get to that. So we have 14 more minutes. And after this Marlins White Sox game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left. Okay, perfect. So we're fine. 14 minutes till Dave LA. We're doing fine. Marlins White Sox. Full game money lines in totals for this Marlins White Sox spot. Opened at 10, now 9.5 across the board. And we keep saying money just keeps coming on the Marlins. Unbelievable. White Sox opened at minus 140. They're now minus 111. Wow. Guru says not windy at all. I was just in San Francisco. Guru liking the under in the Cubs-Giants game. Interesting. DJ Big Boss, wow. Says anyone needs a GoFundMe for the Miami trip, I'll start your first donation at $50. Wow. What a guy DJ Big Boss is, man. I love it. Yeah, man. Anyway, by any means necessary, get to Miami. Okay, so I like that under. I was just very uncomfortable with Richards' last 2 starts. Now let's just take a look at them one last time, because we know that Richards is seeing this ball club, and they're not it's a NL AL interleague matchup, and because of that, they've not seen Richards. They've not seen that changeup, and that changeup can be tough. I did not like the look of what we were getting from Richards the last 2 starts, but let me just go over once again if that actually was against teams that have seen him over and over again. And here we go. It was against San Diego, who hasn't seen him over and over again. And at Atlanta, he has faced a lot of teams in a row that have seen him a lot. When he faced the Tigers in the interleague match at Comerica, he allowed 1 run over 5 2/3. He's walking so many batters. I like it. Oh, and Viper MB just jumped on the Rod Zwacky gray prop. Russell Gordy says Chi Sox is the play. I'm going to stay off of it, and maybe I'll beat myself up later. I still like that first 5 under, but I'm not going to take it. And then we move on to the time where I can take this Oakland-Houston spot. I've been waiting to take it all day. I'm getting a better line than I'm getting in the morning. Not a better line than I'm getting now, but I'm jumping on it right now. Ulysses Hayes also on the Cubs money line. And Don Ricci said we're on everything, also on Cubs money line. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and Paco Healy says, everyone, make sure to jump into the Who Bangin' channel today for Boston the Sauce. I'll be in attendance enjoying happy hour. Much love to you, Paco Healy. And come to Miami and party with us, please, Paco Healy. Coactus is on White Sox money line, Houston run line, St. Louis money line, Seattle money line, Minnesota money line. Right now, I am jumping on the Oakland A's at plus 240. That's available at 5 dimes. I just can't help myself. I just feel like there's too much value right there. Too much value. Let's take a look at what these lineups are here in this A's Astros spot. For the A's, Simeon, Chapman back. Olsen, Kanya, Lariano, Davis. Davis moved down to the 6th spot. Grossman, Profar, Fegley. For the Astros, Springer, Altuve, Bregman, Brantley, Alvarez, Gurriel, Reddick, Chirinos, and Diaz. You know what? I find that first 5 under. Dean Williams says, oh no, Jimmy, not Homer Bailey. Oh yes, Dean. Oh yes, Homer Bailey. And Austin Brown says, Jimmy, if you want to back Homer, what about first 5 under in that game? It's because I know that there's a pitching advantage with Garrett Cole and Homer Bailey. I mean, that's why. That's why I want full game. I want to see if they can get the pitch count for Cole up and get after it against this bullpen. That's what we need. That's what we need, and that's why I'm taking full game. The more time I have, I just feel the better. I also like the first 5 under. I'm hesitant to make it, but I do like it. Let's see what's happened in the first half. Money lines and totals. Let's just go to totals because I'm already on A's full game. It opened at minus 125. It's now minus 110, so a 15-cent move towards the over. So I'm not going to go up against it. But I do like it. I'm only going to take the full game plus 240. Dave L.A. joining us in 10 minutes. We have the Yankees at Twins. Now, there was 1-6 available, and I took it, and I bet it. Over 6 at minus 120. Let's see if there's any available now. And there still is. There's 3 now. Very interesting. So you wager Intertops, Heritage, 5 Dimes, Pinnacle, all still at 6.5. Wow. That's very interesting. I find that first 5 over 6 with Sabathia and Perez very appealing. Now, my book was hanging at 6.5, so I didn't hammer it. But I plan to as soon as I'm done this show. Jeff Murillo liking the under 11 in the Yanks game. That concerns me. Farshad Sami says, can we trust Bailey tonight? Go with the A's. I'm going to. The A's are too good. You're going to give me them at plus 240. I have to take them. I have to take them. Joe Rich, lean A's, first 5, team total over 1.5. That is a nice look. Let's see what would be offered if we took that right now. Team totals for these Oakland A's, first 5. Just a 1.5 against. I mean, he's just rolling right now, but I do like it. 1.5 at minus 103. 2 runs at minus 103. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to keep rolling along. Dom Ricci leaning Rangers. So I'm on the over 6 at minus 120. Let me just quickly break down the lineups here in this spot. Yankees, Twinkies. Yankees, LeMahieu, Judge, Encarnacion, Sanchez, Hicks, Voit, Torres, Urshela, Tauchman. For the Twinkies, Garver, Polanco, Cruz, Rosario, Sano, Gonzalez, Kepler, Scope, Arraez. I feel good about this 6, and I'm going to make that move. And that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's move on to the Orioles, Diamondbacks, Brooks, Ray. So, I mean, if you look at this market move and you see these Orioles here, let's go full game money lines. You see these Orioles at plus 220, plus 230. I mean, you're getting better odds with the Oakland A's. Now, I know the Astros are a much better team than Arizona, but I actually expect Brooks to continue improving. And we talked about that on the morning show, and Guru backed that, liking them. I just feel much, much more comfortable backing the A's at a big plus price. But I get it. Guru Sports says for A's to win, Homer needs to hold Astros down. It won't be because they smack Cole. Yeah, no, it's going to be the bullpen that they have to get to. Corey Dixon saying Bailey being good, yet line is high. Don't think too much into it. And Murphy Jr. saying Rangers suck. They're on a big losing streak. I don't want much to do with this Orioles at Diamondbacks. Let's take a look at what the market move is being on it. Here we're going to go to money lines and totals. Orioles open at under 9.5, heavily juiced, minus 130. So it makes perfect sense that it's gone down to the 9. Not a big deal there. The Rays open at minus 220. They're now at minus 245, a 25-cent move. So there had been a 30-cent move. And so it's gone back. So a little bit of money coming back. I'll be rescheduling appointments for relationships, advice, and cheaters, counseling in my room in Miami. Okay. Beautiful. If you don't have a relationship, be sure to start one. Okay. Look at Big Boss scheduling appointments for relationship advice and cheaters counseling. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. DJ Big Boss. Doesn't believe in condoms, that guy. DJ Big Boss. Corey Dickinson says, if A's win this game, goes under. And Guru Sports Bet says, I'm on the A's, just getting off the team total. Not a great bet today. Oh, I feel you. Sorry, off the 1.5. I feel you. Okay, Dean Williams saying the under is kind of appealing. Yeah, it's kind of appealing, but as much as I trust Brooks, I don't know how much I want to mess with him. Comfortable here, just staying off this Orioles Diamondbacks game. Comfortable. Okay, and Larry Edwards says, can I get a shout out? Name is Lucky Larry, new to the podcast. Absolutely, you can, Larry Edwards. We have our own lucrative Larry, and now he's joined by Lucky Larry. I like it. Lucky Larry in the house. Thank you for joining us, man. Low Bag fam, open arms for Lucky Larry. Okay, so then we get to this Cubs-Giants spot. We've already seen Nut Flush Allen come in and tell us that he is liking the over in this spot, liking the over. And Jeremy Miller's son is in 2 weeks, doing 2 weeks. Wow, that is so exciting. Okay, Alex Mills, Sean Anderson. Alec Mills' first road start of his career. I expect him to get touched enough. I know he's a low light.
Bad news for everyone.
Oh no! What's up, Freddie?
I got bad news for you.
What's up?
David Lay just died in a car accident.
That's horrible stuff. I can.
Yeah,
see
so I'm going to replace the guy. Okay.
Oh man, that's a horrifying joke.
It's not horrifying, but it's a joke. I can see him laughing in the screen.
Yes, I can see him too. That's
Goodbye.
a horrible fucked up joke. Freddie.
Okay.
Freddie, you gotta work on your material.
Okay,
that's
sorry.
That's a horrifying fucked up joke.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Friend. Bye.
All right. There he goes. That was fast. Mark True in the house. AEM. John Jr. says, any WNBA gifts tonight, Jimmy? There's no WNBA on the card. Very thankful that we can just focus on baseball. Okay, back to this total here at 8.5. There's been almost no movement on it. And I like Mills to get touched. I like the Cubbies to get after Anderson. I think this is a good move. If it's being vouched by our guy, Nut Flush Allen, I'm going to jump on it. Over 8.5, I'm getting -110. That's available at Heritage, 5 Dimes, Pinnacle. Over 8.5 at -110, I'm in. Over 8.5 at -110, I'm in. Okay, we have Dave LA joining us shortly. The only other game on this card is Rangers-Mariners. I took the Mariners first 5. I jumped all over it. Lance LaRose was leaning San Francisco. Coactus says, does he really talk like Liberty Finder says, go away, Freddie. I like it. And Paco Healy saying, Jerry Miller, no birth and family. He had a delivery at work last night, works as a medic. Yes, Paco Healy is making the world a better place by living inside of it. And Topset said, wow, I freaked out. Yeah, Viper MB said that was a terrible joke. Yeah, I mean, the guys, I can't vouch. I just can't vouch for Freddie. I didn't know he was going to roll in here and say something horrifying. You know, I should lock that door. That's what I should do. I'm going to lock that door from now on. I like that. I'm going to lock that door. Joe Ramirez also taking Giants no runs first inning. And I'm on the Mariners first 5. Let's see what I'd get. I got -108. If I took it now, Jesus, what a beating I took. Now the best thing gets -125. Wow, and I got -108. 17-cent beating. Beautiful. Nut Flush on said, there's no way I'm going to sleep from now to Miami. Nut Flush out. Oh, man. And we got the Marlins game on Friday. We got the Dolphins game on Thursday. Gulfstream Park on Thursday and Saturday. Dom Reach said Giants are a 500 team will remain that if lucky. And Rod Zawacki, Vogelbach hits home run tonight, +275. It's got to be higher than +275, don't you think, Rod? For a homer? You'd think so. And Dave Burke, man, this guy using alliteration just perfectly. Our guy Dave Burke. Freddie fillets fellas frequently. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so that's my action on the card. Now, Dave LA is joining us now. We'll see if we add anything. But right now, I'm on Rockies Nationals over 10.5 at -115. That's an addition from this show. I'm on Pirates first 5 at +102, an addition on this show. From the morning show, Indians first 5 -0.5 -120 and -1.5 -110. So that's Indians first 5 -0.5 and full game -1.5. Then I'm on Reds Brewers first 5 under 5 at -125. I'm off Marlins White Sox. I'm on Athletics full game of +240. I'm on Yankees Twins first 5 over 6 at -120. I'm off Orioles Diamondbacks, and I'm on the Cubs Giants over 8.5 at -110. And finally, Mariners first 5 at -108. You know, I like this card. Now let's bring in our next guest, our MLB expert. It's been too long since we've had Dave LA join us live, representing Los Angeles, California, on this Monday afternoon. Dave LA, we've missed you. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great, Jimmy. It's good to be here. What's up, Cappers? I'm back and alive.
yeah, what a horrible thing Freddie said about you. What a horrible thing Freddie said about you. Man, Dave LA, first off, you've been eating. You have been raking. And you got me on the Indians at +1,100 to win the division. You posted that at the beginning of the year that you were going to wait for the Indians to get a better line. Whoa, did you ever. Dave LA, can you just quickly, if you don't mind, tell us what do you think the change has been for this enormous, it's got to be about 2 months run that you've been on. What's gone differently? Have you done anything differently? Do you think it's just, the numbers working themselves out? What's been the difference?
Yeah, I've made some adjustments with some teams. I've learned that this ball that they're using this year has helped them with their bats. So, but I made a few adjustments with the bullpen, fading some bullpens, staying in the first 5, mainly focusing on the first 5 with some teams, and because I've always get my losses from the bullpen, so I'm staying away from the bullpen, focusing more on the first 5 and the team total overs with some good bats.
I hear that. That's been the difference in my last 2 months, is just focusing on first 5s. That makes a ton of sense. Dave LA, let's get to it. What's the first angle or what's the first spot on the card that you're liking?
All right. it's going to be one of those tough series, but I love this team on the spot. Again, I'm going to go with a team total here because that's been working for me, and I'm going with a team that has one of the best batting lineups in the league, and that's the Yankees team total over 5.5 at -115 versus I'm going to pretty much just fade Martin Perez and the Twins bullpen that has been garbage as of late.
It makes sense. Makes absolute sense that you jump on that. I mean, Martin Perez has been bad. Now, my fear, and I mean, I've stayed off of this game, right? Let's go. My fear with this spot is just the Yankees' struggles versus lefties, but you're not afraid of that?
I'm not afraid of it. Actually, they're actually one of the best teams against the left-hander in the American League. Against Martin Perez, they've seen this guy before. I mean, this lineup up and down has at least 5 or 6 batters have an OPS at a high rate, almost even at a 1.00 OPS. And as a team against this guy, OPS is just 1.019 against Perez. And the bullpen. If it's not Perez, it's going to be the bullpen that's going to carry me those 6 runs.
I like it. Bookie Lover Q says Yankees OPS over 800. Jimmy, I have the Yankees OPS against lefties at 731. 243 batting average, 731 OPS versus lefties. I mean, I'll see if I wrote that in wrong, but I've always thought that they struggled against lefties and smashed righties. Maybe I've got that wrong. And you're not going to trust Sabathia, just focus on the Yankees bats.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead. There's some value with the Twins in the first 5, but that's it. That's only the first 5 because of Sissy. But I like Sissy in this spot because it was his birthday just I believe it was yesterday or the day before, and this guy's going to use that energy, and that team is going to carry that energy of his birthday, just carry on this important series against this Twins that everybody's considering to be one of the best in the league. Personally, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a mediocre team that we can fade, carry on into the second half. And with the Yankees at this money line, people think that there's value on the money line with the Twins at home. But no, actually, the value is the Twins. I'm sorry, it's the Yankees with this money line with a good pitcher and some great bats against Perez and the bullpen.
Yeah, and I like it. I like just focusing on team total. I think that's a good look. I got on the first 5 over 6 and -120 to take both teams because we know that the Twins rake against lefties. I like it. Okay, Dave LA's first action. Yankees team total over. Dave LA, what's next on the docket?
All right. Oh, just one thing I want to point out. Many teams, what they normally come back on the Twins is if they're down in the beginning, try to catch that opponent against the Twins. Get that money line plus 200, plus 300. Going into the bullpen, you have a good rate of actually winning those games.
No, I feel you, and you're getting a lot of love for your spot there with the Yankees. Ulysses Hayes backing it. We have Mississippi Kid joining us. We got Ski Prophet joining us. We got Mr. Fat Fist joining us. Got a nice little group here. Dave, what's next on your card?
All right, so my next one's going to be the White Sox. It's actually kind of straightforward to it. I got the money line at -110. And I'm pretty much just fading a bad team with a bad pitcher. I have nothing that'll help me back up the Marlins against White Sox and Nova. So I got nothing. The Marlins are 0-8 in Richards' last 8 games. If you fade this guy, you're gonna be up 10 units alone, just fading Richards alone. In those 8 games, Richard has a record of 0-6. So it's kind of bad, going with this team with Richards on the mound. Now, Ivan Nova versus the Marlins. Guy's perfect against them. He's 4-0, and he has an ERA of 0.98. So, at home with Nova with a motivation, why not take the -110?
My only fear, and what's kind of kept me off of that game, because when I'm looking at Richard's stats of late, he's getting touched. My only fear is that the White Sox haven't seen that changeup. And I know the White Sox hit better than the Tigers, quite a bit better. But when the Tigers saw that changeup in Detroit at Comiskey earlier this year, they couldn't do anything with it. He's walking a ton of batters. That bet makes complete sense. But watching this big move towards the Marlins has me just staying off of it. And that's what I've done. I've stayed off of it.
Well, look, how do you back a Marlins team with this kind of stats? At such a low value. I mean, even if it's plus 120 or plus 130, it's still a low value with the Marlins. You usually get a better line with this Marlins team. I mean, how do you back up the team with this price? I'd rather just go on the other side that can fade a bad team with a decent pitcher that does good against bad teams. He doesn't do well against good teams. He does good against bad teams like the Marlins.
I completely agree with that, especially the Marlins statement. I just completely agree with it. I've decided to stay off, but if you guys are wondering, the scout that Top Set hangs out with, he's on the White Sox now. Dave LA's on the White Sox. I've just made a point of not messing with these market moves, and that's something that's helped my moving back into plus numbers or close to plus numbers. Joe and Easy laughing at AJ Reed. I still think the White Sox have pieces in that lineup that can run and hit. And I like Nova more than I should. He's cost me a lot of money. And you're right about Nova against bad teams. He seems to be able to shut them down better, at least, than the good ones. But I'm off of that game. What's next on your card?
Another thing I want to point out, I mean, the White Sox are coming off from taking 2 out of 3 against the Rays at their house. So if you're looking for motivation, that tells you right there.
Yeah, there's no and I said out of the All-Star break that I was expecting this team to lose 45 games. I believe those are the first 2 games that they've won since All-Star break, right? Aren't they 2-8 since the All-Star break? But they've got a couple wins. They're a streaky young team, so there's no reason why they can't go on a roll, on a run here. I get it. What's next?
Okay, so the next play is gonna be the Reds and Brewers under 9. I'm taking the full game at minus 115. I know you're on the first 5 because you're gonna strictly focus on the starting pitchers, but I actually love the bullpens on both sides. I mean, both pens are top 10 in the NL, so there's some good numbers with this bullpen. But going back to the starting pitchers, Sonny Gray, 4 straight games allowing 2 runs or fewer. That's impressive. He's also 2-0 with a 1.85 ERA in 4 starts with the versus the Brewers. And Chase Anderson, 5 straight games allowing 2 or fewer runs. The guy's good at home. He comes out with a strong arm, and I believe both pitchers are going to get the job done in the first 5. It may carry on to the 6th inning and let the bull from the 7th to 9th. And, we're going to have a kind of a quiet game, classic pitchers duel. So it's going to be a great game for underbetter.
Ron Crawford saying Reds are trending back to the under. Barry Cohen is just about to jump on. Ski Profit already on the under. And I like it. I like it. I'm not going to double up, but and I can understand you backing these bullpens. The bullpen's not look quite as strong lately, but I would have no problem taking the full game. I just decided to focus on that first 5. Lance LaRose also on the first 5 under. And Noli Knows says, I love the sound of that under. Shout out to our guy, Noli Knows. Beautiful. I like it. We're rolling, Dave. We're rolling. What's next? By the way, let me just say again, Dave, really nice to have you back on the show, man. We've missed you here. What's next on the card?
I missed you too, Jimmy, and it's always great to be here every day. Even though I'm not in front of the camera with you guys, I love to be on the show, in the chat. I love to be with you guys every day. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we love it, man. We absolutely love having you. And you're just, even though you're at work, you're still putting energy in the chat. It means just so much to us. It just means so much to us. What's next on your card?
All right, so my final straight play is going to be the Mariners money line. I'm gonna take the whole full game at minus 115. I know you're on the first five, and you're gonna stick to fading Samson, and I get it. I understand, but I'm also gonna fade the Rangers bullpen and this team as a whole, because they're just a bad team right now. They're trending bad. It's been they're gonna be sellers by the end of this week. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that they're gonna trade off minors for like maybe two prospects. So I mean, this is gonna be a seller team. So I'm fading this team because of that. Now let's get into this specs. So Adrian Sampson on the road, he's 1-4 with an ERA of 7.64, and this team is going to a stadium that the ball carries, and so you're going to see a lot of runs in this game. And he doesn't look comfortable on the road, so I'm going to go ahead and fade him and this bad bullpen by the Rangers, and a quiet bat that their bat has just been quiet. They've been seeing a lot of good pitchers by the D-backs and by the Astros. So I feel like with a guy on the mound today versus the Rangers, I think they're going to have another bad outing as well.
I love it. I am, and I get going against a squad that's lost 7 straight. The two spots that you're on full games, like the Brewers, Reds, and then the Mariners, I totally understand. It's not like, and I was just focusing on the first 5 just because I thought I might have had a tiny bit more edge and I didn't want to double up. But I completely understand, and I like it. So there's Dave LA. Yankees team total over 5.5, minus 115. White Sox money line at minus 110. Mariners at minus 115. Reds, Brewers under 9 at minus 115. Then I see that you've also put a parlay together. Astros, Indians. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be on this Indians bandwagon. I don't know if I'm being biased because of our future play, but I'm gonna write this hot team. They've been one of the best teams in the American League, and I'm just gonna continue to take them, especially against a team like the Jays. This guy, what's his name, Clevenger. He just got some great numbers against the Jays. So even if you take them their first 5 with Clevenger, that's a good bet. But I'm also going to take the bullpen that's best. I think it's the best bullpen in the American League. So I'm going to take this bullpen and to beat the Jays. So I have in the first leg, I have the money line Indians minus 175, and then I have the Astros. I know you're in the A's. I get it. I see. I know you like the value, and you think you see Homer Bailey with a value. But here's the true story about this. You want to take the A's, the Oakland A's, in the first 5 to kind of fade Cole. But after Cole, bullpen versus bullpen, the Astros just has they have the best bullpen between these two matches, and I believe that the Astros make a comeback and win this game outright. Not sure if they'll cover the run line, but I do have them on the money line with this parlay. So if you parlay the Indians and the Astros money line, you'll get it at plus 121. Not to mention that the Astros are going to be playing for some type of tribute today, and it's going to be the Apollo 11. So it's going to be some kind of ceremonial tribute for this NASA type of thing. But I feel like they're going to play with some heart, and they're going to beat this Oakland A's team that they always have their numbers. So even if they play rough in the beginning, if they can find the edge with Homer Bailey, you can definitely rely them to beat the Oakland A's bullpen.
Hey, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I just want more time. I do think that the Cole is better than the Astros bullpen. So that's my thinking about taking a full game. But I hear your look about the Apollo thing. Who cares? Who fucking cares that there's no? They're not. You think the players could give a fuck that we got on the moon 50 years ago? No, they couldn't care less.
You know what, Jimmy? Believe it or not, these ceremonial and these tributes and MLB it's like a tradition sport. They get emotional. They get into that stuff. They feed off that, especially if they're home the crowd feels it. Players feed off the crowd's energy. So if the crowd feels that presentation or whatever they're gonna have for these guys, players are gonna feed off that energy. So just keep that in mind. If you're gonna take the Oakland A's, take them early to fade Cole, but not against this bullpen.
Oh man, I come on, man. I bet you a quarter of the players believe the moon landing is fake. I don't think anybody cares. I don't think anybody cares about moon landing. Man, great stuff, Dave. What a treat it is to have you back on the show. I know that you're in the chat a lot. We don't get to see your face as much as we did earlier in the year, but we were very proud of this giant run that you've gone on the last couple months, and it was just couldn't happen to a better guy. We love you very much here on the show. Where can we find you on Twitter, Dave?
You can always find me on Twitter on DaveLA _sports. Jimmy, it's been a great run. I'm always humble about my plays, about any information I can share or any insight that I can help you win. You can either fade me, I don't care. As long as you win, I'm happy. These are just my personal plays, and but I love baseball, so in the long run, I'm always on top of it. So it feels good to be here. It's a humble situation, just like that humble situation in Astros tonight. I appreciate the ceremonial here with you.
Oh, that was fun. It was so good to have you back on the show, Dave. Please, I know you got to work, you got family, you got so many important things, but any chance you get, we just love having you on the show live. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Sweet. There he is, Dave L.A. And it ends with Farshid Asami saying, Jimmy, don't take the A's tonight. Okay, it's done, man. What's done is done. Okay, Dean Williams said, Jimmy, when you coming to Saratoga, man, I wanna live I wanna be every summer for the rest of my life at Lake George, coming to Saratoga every day and getting there. I just love it. And I can't wait. We have the big Beat the Bag contest on Saturday. I absolutely can't wait. Are you going to go back, Dean? Are you going to be there this Saturday? Dean Williams also takes part in the Beat the Bag contest, and let us know if you're going to be there on Saturday, because love having somebody with feet on the ground there. I love it. Okay, that's what is up. Okay. Ron Lofton says, Earth not flat. All the cats would have knocked everything off the edges by now. That's a very good point. Why do we? You want to know why I don't watch any fiction anymore? Have you seen the trailer for the movie Cats? Looks god awful. Who's gonna waste their time watching? Yeah, I didn't even want to talk about it. Okay, this is my action right here. I am on the Rockies Nationals over 10.5 and -115. Pirates first 5 at +102. Indians first 5 -0.5 -120. Indians full game -1.5 -110. Then I'm on the Reds Brewers first 5 under 5 at -125. Dave LA's on that full game. I'm off Marlins White Sox. Dave Elliott's on the White Sox. I stayed off of it. Dave Elliott's also on the Yankees team total over. Didn't mention that. I'm on the Athletics. Full big guy Jesus. Do it for the Cats, Jimmy. Do it for the Cats. Jared Ryan says, what was that horse we were talking about earlier? Amy's Flatter. I usually am not this confident about a horse race. I'd say, in all honesty, I'll be this confident 3 times a year. Maybe. Amy's Flatter is going to win the second jewel of the Canadian Triple Crown. Athletics full game, and you're going to get over 2-1 on it. It's just that simple. Like maybe less than 3 times a year. How often do I come to you and say you have to bet this horse? It's a Tuesday night in Fort Erie. Athletics full game +240. Amy's Flatter will win. Fort Erie, Prince of Wales Stakes. Yankees Twins first 5 over 6 at -120. I'll talk about it all on both shows tomorrow as well. I'm off Orioles, Diamondbacks, and Topset said, Jimmy, you want to live in Florida next to the Gulfstream? Trust me, that does sound pretty nice, Topset. That does sound pretty nice. And then Cubs, Giants, I'm on the over 8.5 at -110, and Rangers, Mariners first 5 at -108. That is my action, man. That was a lot of fun to have Dave LA back. It's nice to have a card that we can completely focus on. Not that WNBA takes away from us or CFL, but it's just nice. I think we're going to have a good day here. I think we're going to have... Joe Nisi says, what park is that at? Fort Erie is the horse track. It's right across from Buffalo. That's for tomorrow night, Prince of Wales Stakes. That's Amy's Flatter. I don't have the number in front of me. I'll have it for you guys tomorrow. And Bookie Lover Q says Rockies Nats postponed. Rockies Nats postponed. Okay, that's good. That's good. I jumped on that over late. Thank you for telling us, Boogie Lover Q. Gas Station Sushi, no, man. Fort Query, no. Fort Irie. Normel says, great value on the A's. Wish you were here a few minutes ago. B-Ball619 says, Jimmy, that race is tomorrow. Yes, that race is tomorrow. And I just love that track so much. Been there for over 100 years. I was just there a week and a half ago when I went back to Canada. I went on the Tuesday night. Von Polo, Jimmy, how do you do 4? And then you don't finish the sentence, Von Polo. And the Taint had the Rockies. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, B-Ball619. Tomorrow night, Fort Erie. It's the with Prince of Wales Stakes. It's a big race on the card. I don't have the number of the race and the number of the horse in front of me. That's my fault. I should grab it for you. I'll have it on both shows. I'll tweet it out too, because this may be a spot where we get a better number from the book than we do at the track. And I usually just focus my money on the track just to keep getting, because now I get to watch every single race in the world because of the money I bet on my HPI account. And that's why I keep doing it, because it means a lot to have every race at my fingertips at any time. But this might be a situation where we take the bet at the book. So you guys, that is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. But before we bounce, please welcome to the show. And I have no idea what he's going to be talking about today. It was a bad joke that he made already. Wipes a smile right off my face. Can we please introduce Freddie Fortune?
I'm so sorry.
What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I don't know, I thought it was funny. I'm sure my friend Dave appreciated the joke.
You think he did? That you
Yeah,
said
he
that
was
he died
laughing.
in the
I
car
saw
accident?
him. I saw him laughing.
That he died in the car accident. You think that's a hilarious
Yeah,
joke?
that's funny.
Yeah?
I mean, wouldn't you laugh if you saw a friend of yours die?
Jesus, you're all fucked
I'm
up.
sure I wouldn't laugh, but that's a funny joke.
Oh, you're all fucked up, man.
No, I'm
Von
not.
Polo says, how do you do this weekend for CFL? I've lost 4 straight in CFL. And after I lost that over on Friday night, I didn't bother with the parlay on Saturday. And so, yeah, I was 6-6 right now. I lost 4 straight. Freddie, what are you doing?
There's a
A stain?
I think it's a cum stain on my
Probably,
shirt.
yeah. Probably a little gasm there, eh?
I've been very lonely for the past few weeks.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if that's funny or just fucking revolting.
You can laugh at whatever you want.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, Freddie, come spot. What is your action on the card today?
It's soccer. You wouldn't understand.
Why is that? It's a complicated sport?
Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
also, it's a tie.
Oh. And you
Yes.
hit your last tie.
Yeah, I know.
Plus 230.
This is a plus 300 line.
Jesus. What country are we in?
Costa Rica.
It's a Costa Rican tie?
No, we're in Costa Rica.
No, okay, you're not. Okay, this one you go with the play.
This is for the Sudjeska Niksic.
Excuse me?
Sudjeska Niksic.
Sorry?
Sudjeska Niksic.
You're just making shit up now? That's
No,
what
man.
this show's turned into? You just come up
It's
here and
right
make
here.
come up here with
Versus
fucking
Apoel
jizz
Nicosia.
spots all over your shirt and just make up games?
Can I talk, or are you gonna keep interrupting me for the
No,
rest
you
of
can
the
talk.
show,
You
like
can
every
talk.
single day of my life?
Sure. Why don't you go up?
So Jessica-
Yes, church.
I will.
No, you won't.
Sudjeska Niksic over Apoel Nicosia to draw at plus 300.
Nice, a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucking
At
riveting.
365.
That's fucking riveting. All right, well, all get.
Too much lighting here.
Looks like someone shot you right in the chest with that cum stain there.
Well, it was me.
Yeah, right. Well, there is.
Things are weird in the office lately.
Yeah, they are.
I don't feel happy here now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you stopped shooting all over your chest before you came into work, things would be a little more enjoyable.
I'm not sure.
No, I know you're not.
That makes me happy.
Okay. That's our guy, Freddie Fortune.
I'm your guy?
Yeah. Murphy Jr. says, is there anyone on earth that follows Freddie's tips?
Your mom. She follows my tip.
Okay. Leche! Hey, those bookmakers!